My name's Emma Robertson. I'm from the College of Fine Arts, and I actually work in the School of Design Studies at the University of New South Wales. I'm very passionate about drawing and drawing practice, and I actually work with students from all of our 9 faculties. I teach a course called Creative Thinking Processes, and I teach them models of thinking, and I get them to actually draw those models of thinking. I've seen it transform the way that they work. So last semester I had a commerce student, and he used drawing and created a book, and it told a story, a narrative about the universal themes of humankind. The semester before that I had a fantastic microbiology student, and through his drawings and his verbal discussion of them, he was able to find new ways of presenting scientific research. I also had a wonderful social work student, and she pretended that she was master chef, and her passion outside of being a social worker is actually to be a cook. That's how she spends her spare time. And she turned the opportunity to do drawing and visual narratives into a discussion about how chefs use schemas of thinking. And she produced a wonderful thing, almost like a recipe for how you can use cooking and drawing and relate those sorts of things together. So those 3 examples of students, a commerce student, a microbiology student, and a social work student, all using drawing to solve problems in different ways, is one of the reasons I feel quite passionately that it can teach us new ways of working and thinking. And my presentation this morning was on models of thinking and perception. And the word perception, which is about sight and seeing, is how I feel drawing can help us model our thinking in better ways. I came to speak about partly my own drawing practice. I work in scientific illustration and its influence on film processes. I also use scientific illustration drawing processes in my own artwork. And my keynote this morning was on models of thinking and perception. And by models of thinking, how students can actually draw to improve their own work processes, whether they're from medicine or commerce, psychology, film industry, all of those types of different areas. So I love design thinking and using drawing as a modeled type of process, and that was my presentation this morning.
You and I both know when we give our presentations there's always so much more we wanted to say that never got said. Was there anything you didn't get to say this morning?
One of the things, I sat in the plenary session immediately after my keynote, and as I heard each speaker, I thought I forgot to mention the idea of space, and each of those speakers spoke in some form or other about how drawing can inform our understanding of space. I'm actually using negative space in my most recent drawings, and so I've been exploring this idea that you can reduce the drawing down to what remains when you remove the paper away. And that was the thing that I wished I had mentioned in my presentation this morning. But the beautiful thing about a conference like the Drawing Research Network conference is that the breakout sessions, the coffee times and the lunch times actually give you that opportunity to go up to someone and say, that thing you mentioned about space, so here I'll tell you my story about the way that I'm working with that. And it's also very inspiring to hear other people speak about their drawing practice and their research, because it feeds your own ideas generation. And being at this conference here, you just feel like you're surrounded by the best of friends. It's a wonderful experience. The Drawing Research Network attracted me because when I read their website and looked at what they had actually done in a fairly recent history quite quickly, I felt that they weren't bound by the traditions of drawing, that they were looking for new ways to use drawing to open up new types of conversations. I also feel that the Drawing Research Network, when you log on to their website and you read the profiles of the people who are members, they have a huge generosity of spirit in wanting to share their own knowledge and passion for drawing. So there are some very engaged conversations in the online forums, and also the website I think is particularly well designed. It's a beautiful connection point. I found out about another drawing conference through a notification from the Drawing Research Network, and I feel that it's opened up a new world of possibilities for me, for my research, and for ways to communicate my drawing. And when you fly all the way from Sydney to somewhere else to do something, you really want it to be something meaningful and to feel that you're going to meet with people who have a shared passion for what you do.